fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Back north. 319. Watch the screen.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
50. Hey, you block over here. Lance. 56. Mike. Right there. 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 4. Alert 3. Alert 3, they get out.
Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On 3rd down, Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
26. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, watch it.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and 4. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Sanu. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now Gordon on first down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Murray now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
Switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
On second down, Muhammad. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's talking right here.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check 31.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Muhammad, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 52. Go. What we got? Mike 52.
Rodgers now to throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers now on first down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Let's go. Let's do this. Hey, 258. Brilliant. Check three. Hey, 88.
On first down, Rodgers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Complete to Chester Rogers. It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Here's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's been a long day for you.
Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, nice 7. All right, here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got him. Yeah. Mike 56, right there. 56. Here we go. 1, 6, 4, 3. Check hot route. Hot. Chest.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10. Check 9, check 9.
Again, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded at the 2.
Chester Rogers on the The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Check 24, check 24. Right there.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Check 13. Check 13. Go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Equanimous St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Rodgers going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers throwing again, escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Wims. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Safety cream.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad wiggles free. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
22-yard line.
Hey, go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Mike, go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Delta. Check, check. Crack down. Crack down. Crack down. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. take this back down inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Shoot.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. Breaks through the contact. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Switch. Travel. 54, Mike, 54. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
A first down carry for Henry.
Check 4.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Alert 3. Mike 5-4. Hey, tight.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Rodgers now on first down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray.
Well, so much for...
And the pressure gets to him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Sanu.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
56 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And an alley to run. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point try by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Cardinals 40, Falcons 14.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets it down to the 32. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.